Here in Industries of Titan, you are trying to guide your corporation to oligarchical domination. Here are some tips to help you get started. Number 1, prioritize upgrading your buildings rather than building new ones. Now I know in this materialistic society we are conditioned to always want to have new things, but sometimes making things that you already have better is, well, better. Upgrades are both cost and space efficient, only costing a few isotopes compared to constructing an entirely new building, which for some of your more expensive structures can be pretty taxing on your resources. You get a very clean tooltip on what is being improved when you choose to upgrade a building. Some of them actually double in efficiency, whereas some other ones have a more incremental improvement. Now you do lose the use of that building while it is under construction to be upgraded, but construction happens so quickly in the game that I don't think that should really be a hindrance or a deterrent to choosing to upgrade buildings. Even if you are taking your power plant offline for a little bit of time to be able to get that upgrade, I think it's worth it. Number 2, everybody needs a buddy. You have your voluntarily genetically modified workers that never quit, such as Gel here. Your citizens have the people that they landed with, at least for a while. And your buildings need buddies too. This is because for most of them, they can be connected to an identical building that is adjacent to them. Connecting buildings is very similar to doing upgrades, being able to squeeze out the maximum amount of efficiency with the space that you have available. Once again, you lose the use of the buildings while they are under construction, but this is a very short duration and then you will have them up and running in no time. The improvements coming from connecting the buildings is unique for every building type, but it is cleanly laid out in the tooltip provided. Now you can't make super buildings by connecting already connected buildings, but hopefully one day we get a patch allowing me to live out my fantasy of ruling a corporation that has structures set up like Amazon distribution warehouses. Until then, you technically only need to have 2 of a similar type building next to each other, but I still like grouping everything of a similar type together so that I can just have an easier visual representation of how I am laying out my corporation. Number 3 is securing a source of revenue as early as possible. Yes, look at them watching the ads, increasing my passive profits up and up. Sorry, wrong tab. Over here in the game, we have these monetization stations. And later on, when you really get rolling, you can build larger offices to house more workers. Here, your citizens while away the working hours watching high click-through ads to generate credits for your empire. Credits are essential for being able to unlock more of your building variety. And later on in the game, you can use your credits to purchase advanced ship hulls, which can get extremely expensive. Your main goal early in the game is to have enough credits coming in so that you can purchase access to any of the buildings that you end up needing. Later on in the game, your expenses are going to be paying all of your workers' salaries, which can get quite expensive as you start expanding your workforce, and also you're going to use your credits to repair your ships and your structures. So it's always important to make sure your profits outstrip your expenses. Number 4 is put some ships in the sky. Now the ship editor here has so much customization and so much going on that is probably going to feel overwhelming at first. We're going to get a whole video out on how to build the most efficient ships and use your fleet as effectively as possible, but in the beginning you just want to get a few birds in the sky. The very first ship you build is probably going to be one of the smallest hulls and you don't have to put very much on it. You can keep on sending it back to the dock and improving it as you have the resources available, but go ahead and send it up. It can do so much for you in helping defend your base against the rebels, and it will help you out for our final tip here as well. Number 5 is use your fleet to scout your surroundings. When you are just starting, you're probably not going to have line of sight on any resource nodes, but these are limitless deposits of minerals and isotopes. So you want to use your fleet to be able to scout out the area to guide your expansion for your company. I mean, I appreciate favors and handouts as much as the next guy, but we can't live on this forever. When you do find a new resource node, you have a couple considerations on how you're going to expand over to it. You want to have a direct access for a road to be able to connect to the mine that you will eventually construct attached to the node, and this can be difficult with all of the rivers, crevasses, and other land hazards that the game throws in your way. You are also going to want to take a quick peek around your node that you have just discovered to make sure you're not too close to any rebel camps and won't have to deal with unnecessary hazards from them. There we go, 5 tips to help you on your way to becoming an industrial titan. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, comment on if you have any tips to share yourself, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. We've got a bunch of other content here for this game coming. Thank you guys for watching and have a good one.
Titan. Everyone comes to Titan with a dream. Our moon is one of limitless wealth. There are ancient riches here for those with the strength to claim them.